gentlemen, welcome to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of March 30th, 2025. I'm Caleb Black, along with Luke the Big Dog Williams. We got our in-studio editor, Big Bad John, and our whole team of correspondents, the Mighty Max Fury, Sweet Tea, and the Professor, are all here. We're all here. We're all staying. We ain't going no. We're never leaving.
He's never leaving.
We're never leaving.
He never knew when to quit.
He never knew when to quit. Luke, how's your day after Sunday?
It's great because it's totally. It is Sunday today because we're live.
Oh, we're live. Shit.
Yeah, you can't pull that shit when we're live.
Well, that would have been fun to remember about.
It would have been. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's one time a month.
Hey, look.
It's one time a month, and sometimes we get things wrong. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we're here on Mondays. Most of the time we're here on Mondays. Today's Sunday.
Right. It's Sunday.
Yes.
Well, that being said, we've got a lot to get into. We've got another pay-per-view to take picks for.
Yay!
We are rapidly approaching the road. Well, we are on the road, but the road is rapidly approaching the destination, which is WrestleMania.
Which is Vegas, baby.
Got a lot going on. Big Ben John, how's your Sunday, brother?
Going all right.
Good deal, Sweet Tea.
What?
How's your Sunday?
Sunny.
It is sunny out. For now, anyway, until these raging
For
storms.
at least the next 20 minutes.
Professional. This is the Street Profits and all over again with Private Party.
Well, first off, this is Crime Profits.
Crime Profits. How's your Sunday?
Glad to finally be off work.
Heard that. Mighty Max Fury, round us out. How's your Sunday, brother?
I'm doing great. We got a lot to talk about. We got birthdays and bullshit.
We do have birthdays.
Did you hear that?
Derek!
Did you hear that he backpacked the Himalayas? We never got the update on that. How'd that go?
Yeah, how was your backpacking in the Himalayas, Max?
It was very Himalayan.
Oh. I normally go when she's laying.
That's
just
insightful.
Hey, you know what? Hey, whatever floats your boat, brother.
Can't
Hey,
talk
you
about
like to
legal
see
reasons.
the singing. That's cool, bro.
That's cool.
So whatever, dude.
All right, well, Big Bad John, take it away with the top story, or first story, not top
First story. It will be a top story. It might be a top story.
Our top story tonight.
I hope so.
And my tiny little nipples went to France.
Tiny little nipples went to France.
Well, while Big Bad John does his magic over there, don't forget to hop on over to Facebook at facebook.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown. You can follow us on X at ProWrestlingTD. You send us an email at ProWrestlingThrowdown@gmail.com. You can follow us on TikTok, ProWrestlingThrowdown1, and you can check out streamlabs.com/ProWrestlingThrowdown, where you can access the
Merch store!
and over at the
Merch store!
you can buy our merch.
Merch!
Baby, buy my merch, baby. Merch.
He does own the rights
We
to
have,
that one.
I do, yeah.
That's off the dome,
That's an
ladies.
original, baby.
That's off the dome,
That's
ladies.
right. All right, we have AEW Dynasty this Sunday, April 6th in Philadelphia, PA. What a big night for AEW. Another pay-per-view, which, again, they always perform well on. It does strike me a little odd that it's only like 2 weeks after Revolution.
Yeah, well, here's the deal, though.
I guess it was a month ago, but
they're trying to get another one in before TNA and WWE are the main focus for the next month and a half. So
yeah, I thought about that too. What if they're going to do anything crazy? This would be the pay-per-view to do it on. That way they could sort of dominate the conversation leading up to WrestleMania.
do you think that the reason why Ray Phoenix and all these guys were able to negotiate their release could be Tony Khan trying to save face in the public eye right before WrestleMania?
Could be. I think more had to do with. I mean, the thing with Phoenix is that he got hurt.
Well, not just Phoenix, but the other ones that he's let go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a push to get him on TV, get him established, that way they can be used. And of course, Tony Khan doesn't really have any reason to keep them off of the.
Well, I mean, he had all the reason in the world to keep Ray Phoenix. Don't get me wrong. You were injured. That time, it was just like WWE, what they did with Rey Mysterio a couple years ago.
Jeff Hardy's had to do it.
What was it, 2012, 2013? He had got injured and he wanted to leave. And wanted out of his contract. And WWE was like, you'll sit at home until your contract is up, or until you heal, and then you will come and you will finish the dates that you owe us.
Yep.
And a bunch of people were pissed at that time. That's when he went to Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to go and wrestle for Lucha Underground. And now WWE owns Lucha Underground, and all is right in the world.
Just put it on Peacock.
Twice.
Put it on Peacock, the whole series. Give it to me. Give it to me, Neil.
Hey, Wolfie in
What's
the
up,
house.
Wolfie? All right, so are we taking picks, kids? It's time to take picks. So as we explained in our video from last week, I was the established winner because we forgot about AEW Dynasty. We do that from time to time.
We forget about a lot of AEW
And,
pay-per-views. This time it wasn't Max's
so
fault.
the current point standings going in,
Well, this is the only second time that they've had this pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
and it was super close to Revolution, and I think it just fell off our radar.
Also, I would like to point out before we get into that, Big Bad John and Sweet Tea almost sweeped the last AEW pay-per-view. One away from calling a straight shot. That's what I thought.
They were only one away. So the point standings as they are: Sweet Tea, you have 90 points. Big Bad John, you got 98. Professional, you've got 101. Luke, you've got 109. I've got 115. So there is room for pointage. So far, though, we've only got, I think, 6 matches announced.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do we want to make this interesting?
In regard to?
Got an idea.
Okay, what's your idea?
Double points.
No. And I'll tell you why. Because while it would help everybody in last place catch up to me, if I get double points, I'm going to take such a far lead that it's not even a fair race.
Well, but it doesn't matter. It's the last pay-per-view. Even if you do pull ahead, you still win.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, I'm fine.
It gives somebody a chance to pull back up into at least a couple places.
Well, we've all got to agree.
And there's only, what, 6 matches?
Announced so far.
So far?
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of fun. Kind of fun.
All right, I'm down. Well, then let's start it off in no particular order. Oh, wait. Hold on. Because I believe that Collision may have...
Oh, okay.
When did you write this card?
This morning.
This morning? Okay, so they haven't made Mercedes Moné and Ember Moon official yet then?
Not yet.
Okay. Because we're going to talk about that on the show today.
Yes,
But here's what we have officially announced. Daniel Garcia versus Adam Cole.
Ooh, that for the TNT Championship?
I don't know.
Well, he's the champ, so I'm going to guess it probably is. Okay.
All for titles?
Oh, it's because it's Dynasty. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, Daniel Garcia defends the TNT title against Adam Cole.
All right, well, the last match they had on Collision?
Yeah, Collision.
And they went to a time limit draw.
Yeah.
Which we've seen, that's a classic thing of them doing. They go all the way through the time limit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. So, both men can...
I wrote down last has a no time limit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that is the
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia match, yeah.
I'm gonna go with Daniel Garcia.
Okay.
You can go for the retain. That's not a
Big Bad John?
That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Max?
Sure. I honestly don't. I
Yeah.
don't have much of a clue.
Okay.
On that.
Yeah, I'll go retain.
Okay. Luke?
Adam Cole, baby.
That's where I'm putting my eggs, too.
Just because I love Adam Cole. I think now that he's healthy, he's been out for so many years, now he's healthy again. Get all you can get out of him.
That's where I'm going for my money. All right, Jericho versus Bandito, ROH title against Bandito's mask.
Ooh, mask versus belt?
Yeah. It's a little Texas blow-off, baby.
What a Bandito.
Jericho? 3T thinks he's taking the mask. Big Bad John? Bandito. All right. Maximus.
Ella Bandito?
Okay.
Bandito.
I'm going to say Bandito.
Give me all that sweet Chris Judas.
No.
I'm pretty sure he's been training with El Americano.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will talk about El
The Arts of the
Americano
Greatest
just a little bit later.
So yeah, I'm going with.
And it's Elegante Americano.
For the Trios Championships, the Death Riders versus Rated FTR.
Rated FTR.
Herd.
Yuck.
Big Bad John. Max.
Which Death Riders?
It's Wheeler, Yuta,
Claudio, and Neville?
No, yeah, Pac.
I just
Death Riders?
Yeah.
Luke?
It's a crapshoot for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to say rated
I'm
FTR.
going to say rated FTR, and the only reason I'm going to say rated FTR is because I think all the Death Riders will lose all their
That's
championships.
what I'm saying.
So.
All right, Toni Storm versus Megan Bayne.
Us.
TBS
We all win.
For the women's title.
Anytime Toni Storm is on TV, it's fucking magical. We all win.
You guys been watching Megan Bayne? We haven't been watching
No.
her.
I know who Megan Bayne is.
She's been kicking Tony's ass for a month straight.
That's why my pick, I'll start it off, I'll go Toni Storm.
Okay.
Go in, if she went in heavy kicking her ass, then the champ retains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a storm coming.
All right.
Yeah. She's entertaining.
She's
Big
the best
Bad
thing
John.
they've got.
Toni Storm. So the only unanimous match so far is Toni Storm.
She's the best thing they've got. Don't ruin it now.
We love her on this show.
Oh, she's a little firecracker. Did you hear what she named her team, her new tag team?
Thunder Tits.
Thunder Tits. Her Thunder
Thunder
Rosa.
Rosa.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. She's like, no, it's supposed to be Thunderstorm. Whatever.
She also talked about taking 12 nervous shits.
Yeah.
I already got my 12 nervous shits out
Yeah.
before this match, blah, 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 blah. She's Mae Young.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
She is Mae Young, period.
Yes. Even in the
Way she
classic,
talks,
Yeah.
how
everything.
Yeah.
How it was in the ring, she
Yep.
actually does.
Yep, she's Mae Young.
So for the AEW Continental Championship.
There's still one of those?
Yeah.
Or no, is he the international champion? No, he's
Who we talking about?
Omega. This is
Omega is the international champion.
International championship. Kenny Omega defends against Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey.
I'm just going to say retain.
Kenny Omega.
Omega.
Yeah.
Cleaner.
Yeah, I think that's unanimous.
You don't take the belt off of Kenny yet. Too soon.
I don't like Ricochet and I don't know the other guy.
Wait a minute. It's against Ricochet's in there, you said?
Ricochet and Speedball Mike Bailey in a triple threat.
Oh, well, then, yeah, Omega.
Derek says rated FTR, Bandito, new Ring of Honor champ. Derek says Megan Bayne will be a force, but I'm still going Toni Storm. And then let's find out who's
100%.
taking the Omega, the three-way here.
Omega will Wolfie.
Wolfie says Omega. Wolfie also says Storm.
Storm's the best thing they got going.
She's the best thing. She's the best act in pro wrestling right now. Bar none over
Past
anybody.
20 years,
Yeah.
if you ask me.
Best gimmick on the show.
She took Becky Lynch's The Man and she made it the woman.
Yeah.
Period.
Well, just the 1950s starlet.
That's what I mean.
It's just...
And with the adding of Mae
And
Young and
Derek
being
says-
able to do what she wants,
Yeah.
I dig that.
Derek says Omega retains as well. And I just love that... I don't know, she was the jock girl in NXT and she hated it. She hated the gimmick. She hated working there. She left. And she did something totally unconventional. But because of AEW's commitment to it, it's executed well.
Yeah.
Because if AEW didn't want to put the time in to produce the segments in black and white, change the do the things they do to get her over, it wouldn't work at all. But because they're invested and she's so good at it, it's the perfect storm.
But the thing is, with her jock style and with this look that she has now, it really does embody Mae Young.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
The classic beauty.
really just, it's still her jock self, just in a glamorous look.
Yeah.
Hit us
Which
with
is
the next
Mae Young.
picture, Big Bad John. I
And
think
then-
this is...
So Megan Bayne, the reason I shared this is because Eric Stevens, she uses a finisher sort of like an F5, where she takes them up in a fireman's carry, but when she throws them over, instead of twisting with them, she takes them the other way and plants them straight in front of her.
yeah, it's impressive.
Well,
Yeah.
so Eric Stevens, because she was hitting it another way, she was hitting it like off to the side before, and Stevens was like, man, if she hit that forward like that all the time the first time she did it, where she hit that superhero stance and flipped her hair back. So it was like, fucking blow,
Yeah.
superhero stance. And Eric Stevens was like, that's how she needs to do that finisher all the time, and that's what she needs to be getting over. So now, every time she's hit it, floats over, hits that knee, does the hair whip, it looks fucking badass. But that's why I shared that. And in our main event of AEW
Hit us
Dynasty,
with the next one, John.
John Moxley defends against Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Title. If you watch the promo, the reason I shared that picture is because of what Swerve said to him. He said, you think you're the baddest man around here? He's like, I'm bad. He's like, you wrestled death match, or you bled gallons, I bled buckets.
Buckets, yeah.
You wrestled death matches, I won death matches. You think about violence, I am violence. And he goes through the whole bit, and then he's like, and at the end of the day, I'll be AEW World Champion, and you can continue being the guy who plays John Moxley on TV. Woo-wee! Talk about dum-dum-de-day.
Here's the deal. You got John Moxley, who took the infamous now nail board. It's kind of old now, if you ask me. Yeah, that's what we're getting ready to do. But isn't Swerve Strickland the one that spit blood?
No, it was Omega drank his blood.
Yeah, but I thought in the sequel to that
Maybe
he
he
spit
did,
blood in Omega's mouth.
Yeah, maybe he did. Or
Yeah.
Hangman, not
Oh
Omega.
no, he did the syringe. He's the one that had the syringe.
Yeah, Hangman.
Here's the deal. I have liked Swerve Strickland
Yeah.
since he was Deadshot in Lucha.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Did you see the story that came out about him in Lucha Underground, by the way? So, Lucha Underground signed all of their talent to like 7-season contracts, and obviously were never intended to film 7 seasons. Well, held everybody against their will under contract, so Swerve paid out of his own pocket to get everybody a lawyer.
Yeah.
And get them out of their contracts.
I did see this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, what a guy.
Yeah, for real.
But, anyway,
also, I think he's champ. So
yeah, Swerve Strickland.
I'm going to go him again as champion. It's
Swerve
time for Moxley to drop the
Swerve
belt.
Strickland propane.
It's time for Moxley to drop the belt. It's time for Moxley
Hey.
to run out the rest of his contract and go home.
Can I also say, remember what I said last week about just hitting a soft reset button?
Yep.
Almost every single one of these matches were scheduled and made in the last 2 weeks. They didn't, nothing drawn out, nothing long, about a month build into it, and they're going to the pay-per-view, and after that it's going to be all fresh, just like what I suggested.
I think it has to do a lot with WWE and the draft possibilities and shit coming up. The new influx of talent coming up. I think that Tony Khan is realizing, hey, Triple H is about to change the game.
Yeah.
And he is. No
Yes.
pun intended. Tony's either sink or swim.
Yeah.
You either got to hit a reset button now or ride this shit the way it is now
That's
to
true.
the end of time.
All right, so are we all unanimous on Swerve then, or does anybody have a varying opinion? All right, we swerve when we drive.
Always.
That's not a good idea.
Derek says Swerve's house and new two-time.
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 Whose house?
Wolfie also was Swerve Strickland.
Swerve's house.
Derek did say, I did want to point out what he said earlier. If Saraya, Ruby Soho, and Tony didn't break up the Outcasts, Tony would not be timeless.
That's true.
Which we'll talk about Saraya here in a minute as well.
Yeah.
But go ahead and hit us with the next one. That's the picks we got. All right. It has been announced that the new Hall of Fame inductees, we are going to, first I'm going to say that congratulations to the Natural Disasters, finally made it official.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I have to take a call real quick. I'll be right back.
Bret Hart will become the only 3-time WWE Hall of Famer. Which you're asking yourself, well, what's the third time? Go ahead and hit us with the next one, Johnny. This is the third one. WWE Hall of Fame has decided that now, instead of the Warrior Award, we have the WWE Immortal Moment, which means we're going to start inducting matches with lineage, matches with staying power, with going power. WrestleMania 13, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret the Hitman Hart was a no-holds-barred special guest referee match. It was an I Quit match that featured the debut of Ken Shamrock in WWE as the special guest referee coming right out of UFC. It was one of the biggest gets they could get at the time. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart did what in this business is called a double turn, which is insane to be able to pull off in one night. Bret Hart went in good guy. Stone Cold Steve Austin went in heel. And by the switch in the tone of the match, by the time it was over, you had Stone Cold the good guy and Bret Hart the bad guy. They did a double turn in the middle of the match on pay-per-view.
Yes.
The crowd, you watched them turn just like that on Bret and swerve on Austin, and they cheered Bret coming in and boot him as he left. It was exactly what they wanted to do. It's exactly what they needed to do.
Also, he didn't actively make Stone Cold Steve Austin submit. Stone Cold passed out from blood loss.
Which they took that image.
Yeah, it's a fantastic image of Austin in the sharpshooter with his head in his hand, and there's blood.
And as he screams, you can just watch it.
It's
run.
iconic.
It used to be a T-shirt. I believe they made a T-shirt. It was on the Raw opening for forever. Yeah. It seemed. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
What a lot of the original agents for the WWE consider to be like the last sort of pure professional wrestling match in the WWE before they go into the sports entertainment zone. That is what is considered the last like old school style match in the WWE.
Right. They're both going to be there too. They both are going to be in Las Vegas too, except the.
We should do a watch along of it next week during Mania.
Derek says WrestleMania 13, Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest match to recommend to those who want to know more about wrestling.
Yep.
Yes, it's up there. I also will always point out Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat. I will also always point out Undertaker and Michaels.
First one.
The first one.
First one was the best.
They're wrestling matches that are iconic, that are flawless.
Yeah.
And there's not many, folks.
You know one that I really think, if we're gonna go full commitment to putting wrestling matches in the Hall of Fame, Shawn Michaels versus Shelton Benjamin, that like July 10th on Monday Night Raw.
Super kick from the springboard.
That's a perfect match and a perfect example of professional wrestling.
That was a Gold Rush match.
Yeah, Gold Rush tournament to be the #1 contender after the world title was vacated.
Yep.
It's like,
great match.
Yeah.
Great match.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Also, I'd like to throw the Shawn Michaels Triple H unsanctioned street fight when it was just a one-off. It was supposed to be a one-off.
Yeah, that should be considered for sure.
Fantastic.
I don't want them all to just be Mania matches either, but like CM Punk, John Cena, Money in the Bank 2011.
Should 100%.
Or 13, whatever year it was.
I think it was the first, might not have been the TLC match. That was I believe it was a triple threat tag match, right?
Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, and the Hardy Boys, 100%.
TLC 1 especially deserves.
Cena and Brock Lesnar in Brock Lesnar's return match where it was no holds barred.
Yeah.
Was fantastic. They beat the hell out of each other.
Undertaker and Mick Foley in the Hell in a Cell.
Oh, of course.
That deserves
immortal moments. 100%.
Absolutely iconic match.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Well, see, we don't have a Warrior Award anymore.
No.
We don't have really. I mean, they're running out of fucking people to induct.
Yeah.
That actually deserve to be there.
Yeah. Well, and at least this way, there's another way to utilize their mental their creative property.
I think that's Triple H's way of saying that they're going to honor a lot of those people again without that fucking legacy award, where he'll bring them up and actually give them the shine that they deserve, rather than just being a list on a fucking.
Here's another good one: Moxley versus Omega 2019 AEW Full Gear Unsanctioned Lights Out match. Yes, but that's not a WWE match.
Yeah,
but it is a great.
It's a great match. We're talking about like the what the WWE would do, like the Iron Man, Michaels and Brett.
Yeah, I think the Iron Man qualifies.
Ladder match.
So I say the ladder match between Michaels and Razor qualifies.
Yeah, Hogan and Andre.
Hogan and Andre is the standard. That's going to have to go in eventually anyway.
They're wanting to stay as far away from
But
Hogan
I'm thinking even like Rick Rude and Warrior for the belt. In the steel cage could have been.
The only reason I say they're staying away, I've seen a couple blank looks. The only reason I say they're staying away from Hogan right now is we're not going to glorify it on this podcast. There was a story that broke with Linda Hogan.
Oh yeah.
We're not. No, fuck you is how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Brooke Hogan, they did terrible things to that girl. And then she come out and blames Hulk Hogan and shit. And Brooke Hogan come out and said, no, it was both of you. You were both mentally, physically abusive to me as a child. And this, that, and the other. And then she wants to come out and be like, well, it's Hogan's fault. No, bitch. It's both y'all's fault. And the reason that you're crazy and crying right now and that you look like the bottom of a fucking foot is because you no longer have his money. After you fucking took his Hulk Hogan memorabilia shit he had from Andre and you sold it on eBay like a fucking bitch. I'm sorry.
Hey, take it away, Aaron.
You go and you take memories that this man had. He paid for everything for you. If it wasn't for Hulk Hogan, no one would know who the fuck you are. Period. Sorry about it. That's just the way it is. And you had the audacity to let your fucking boyfriend parade around on fucking TikTok and YouTube in his robes and his tights and the boots he wrestled Andre in, and then you sell them on eBay and you expect people to actually give a shit what you think? No, not happening. Sorry about it. That's all I'm glorifying on this with her. Next topic.
Yeah.
Please. Go ahead and with the next one, please. Fuck that bitch. Let's get on to something better here. Look at this.
Yep. One more time, Dudley Boys and the Hardy Boys are gonna get after it. They've been talking smack to each other a little bit on Twitter here and there ever since Matt Hardy did an interview. We talked about it, I think, last month or whatever. He did an interview where he was like, the Hardy Boys are pound for pound the best, tag team in the world, whatever. And Bubba Ray responded with, you want to have that conversation, you come sit down and talk to me and Dudley, or me and Devon. So they've been going back and forth at it. Obviously, Bully Ray with the Legends deal he's got with LFG, and with the Hardy Boys being on contract with TNA, it is a complete and total possibility that the next TNA or NXT pay-per-view...
Maybe even Mania. They got Mania up there.
Oh, I doubt that happens. But if it does, that'd be cool.
Well, we have 2 nights we got to fill.
Well, they could also put it on the NXT show, too.
Yeah, they could. That'd be cool as fuck.
But yeah, the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys one more time. Sadly, Edge and Christian are tied up. They're a little busy right now.
Yeah, doing nothing.
Doing not a damn thing. Well, now Christian's wrestling. No, Edge is wrestling. Edge is wrestling for the trios titles, like we just discussed. And Christian's off playing with somebody's mom.
Well, he would do Pillman's, but we know how that works out. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. I'm ready for that match, though, my man. So this kid deserves fucking awards.
Oh, man.
They interviewed the Cena kid.
Yeah.
To which he responded with,
I know John
Cena, I'm always going to be a John Cena fan.
Yeah.
He's my hero.
Yeah.
I know that he's just playing a bad guy right now. He said, even after he threw me under the fucking bus.
Yeah.
What I love about that is, yes, kids over in France, they cuss like that normally. And that kid was like, after he threw me under the fucking bus, he says, I still love John Cena and he will always be my hero.
Yeah.
I fucking dig it.
I really respect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That,
you gotta think that Cena does too.
Yeah.
I wish more wrestling fans
Had
Like that.
had that attitude.
Yeah.
That's a
grateful
true
for it.
wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not
Well,
going to bitch. I'm not going to
because
cry. I'm
it's-
not going to complain.
while we're talking about over there for just a second, I want to mention how insane that crowd is.
Oh, yeah, every time.
Every night.
Every time.
From start to finish, they are absolutely insane over
Yeah.
there.
And we have one more night of that, too. Monday night, we're in the UK.
Yeah.
For the last time, Raw will then go back to its normal time next week.
Yeah.
But 3 p.m.
However, I tell you what,
Tomorrow.
I could get behind Raw being on at like 5 o'clock.
Well, see, they made a deal that they
I'm
will
fine
go
with it.
live.
Cool with it.
Wherever they're
Yeah.
at, they will go live.
Can't wait till they go to
So-
Japan and we have to watch it at fucking 10 o'clock.
I just go
2
see-
a.m.
I just go see.
Ah.
It's Netflix. It immediately tapes itself. It took DVR and said, suck it.
The Cena heel turn is really surprisingly good, in my opinion. Better than I expected so far.
Thank you,
Same
Derek.
here. Same here.
It's a very valid rant. Linda is just palm loco. Yeah, 100%.
Linda Hogan can suck it.
No, did you see what? No, Hit us with the next one. She looks like Hatchet Face from
Snag 'em too,
Crybaby.
bitch.
Hatchet Face from Crybaby's more attractive.
I would give Hatchet Face a roll.
This is for you.
Legendary WCCW, which is a World Class Championship Wrestling, Bill Mercer has passed away.
This was at the beginning of the
If
week.
you were still tuning in to WCCW, he filled the Tenay role, where he would call the matches to the ring, and then he would also do the ringside interviews.
Very, very iconic voice.
Yeah, right up there with Gordon Solie.
Hey, Gordon Solie.
Gordon Solie.
Bill
Rest
Mercer,
in peace,
rest
Bill.
in peace.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit us with
Coming
the
to
next
the
one, Big
ring
Bad.
next, we have our challenger, Jerry the King Law.
So this is interesting.
Saraya has left AEW.
Yes.
She said, and really her contract just sort of quietly expired. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
She did make a post saying something along the lines of that she enjoyed her time at AEW.
She had a great time.
She just didn't feel like she fit in anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that she enjoyed working with all the female workers. Everybody was really good to her. It was just time for her to go elsewhere.
You know where she's going.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal on Twitter. A couple days after that, she had quoted song lyrics. Those song lyrics just happened to be quoted out of her WWE entrance.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Paige didn't want to leave when she left.
No, she didn't.
She wanted to wrestle. WWE didn't want to allow her. Vince McMahon didn't want to allow her to wrestle. She's wrestled an entire, how many years now since she's been gone? Five or so? She proved that she could take bumps and all that. Now, Triple H was always a fan of Paige.
Yeah.
He always put her over. Here's the deal. Send her back. Let her get in there with some of the new talent.
Let her go. Hold on. Let her go to TNA.
Yeah.
Let her be the buffer they need for people like Tessa Blanchard.
Yes.
Because that women's division,
Or NXT. I mean, they're
NXT,
working together
whichever,
now. Yeah.
But put her with talent like that can work and move and that need good adversaries.
Yeah.
Because on the main show they've got plenty. We need buffers in NXT and TNA specifically where your main made adversary is there.
Yeah.
And that would be where she would just do such a great job.
She would go well with Tatum Pax.
I don't know if I got a slide
Or
for
that
this.
Calyx from Evolution.
But I do want to make sure that I mention it. The flub of NXT announcer claiming that Stephanie Vacure was the first double champion in NXT history. That is incorrect. Mandy Rose was the UK and the WWE NXT champion at the same time.
No, she unified the titles.
She was still. They claim that she's the first in history to hold two championships. That's not correct.
Well, I don't think a unification qualifies.
Well,
for the
Mandy
same
Rose
thing as
come
both.
out and in interviews and it's like, I love how WWE just decides to rewrite its own history.
Yeah, but
It does it
again,
all the time,
but I
though.
don't disagree with that. I wouldn't consider a unification match where you have physically two, because you're only winning one. You're only walking away with one. Does that make sense?
Well, when it comes to NXT double champions,
Yeah. Well, it was
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee was. Well, they did say the first female double champion, but again,
I still don't believe that's accurate.
I wouldn't
But
like.
I understand, like, if you're not walking away with two belts,
Right.
it doesn't count.
If you win the NXT, if you win the international
They
title
did, but they
and the
didn't
Continental
combine the
title at NXT or at AEW, you're not leaving with both belts. You're leaving with the new Intercontinental title.
But you were considered the last champion of that title, which still would consider you a double champion.
They don't immediately just put those belts. Both belts.
Loopholes.
But I do like that. If you're on record as the last one,
then you were a
then
champion.
you had to have been a
Yes.
tandem champion
Yes.
at least for a second.
You were announced as still and new.
Yeah.
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 All right, I like that argument. Well, in that case, Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn there was
Which I
another-
see her arguments, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I just didn't remember if I got it in the lineup or not.
I think it definitely can.
But I did want to point it out because it's a topic of conversation in the
Wait.
internet wrestling
Wait a
community.
minute.
How did they announce it when she won?
Wait a minute. Wasn't Paige NXT Women's Champion when she beat AJ Lee for the women's title?
Or she was NXT champion, but that's not two titles in NXT.
Okay.
Because she won the Divas Championship.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then she dropped the NXT
NXT
title
title,
that
right.
night. They had a tournament for it. Oh, here we go. Mandy Rose was the first women's double champion. She unified the NXT UK and NXT Women's Championship.
Yep. I think I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah. So she has a dog in this fight.
Yeah.
However, is it her coming out of nowhere just to come back into the limelight to come in and do something?
Isn't she Ash by Elegance in TNA?
Yeah.
No. Mandy Rose has not come back to the wrestling business since the
That's
paywall shit she was selling on her website
Her
got
OnlyFans,
fired.
yeah.
And then
Who's-
nobody
that's
wanted to
Dana
touch her.
Brooke.
Dana Brooke is Ash
Dana
by
Brooke
Elegance.
is Ash by Elegance. And fantastic Knockouts tag team champion.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one. It's good to see where Soraya drops. I'd be happy wherever she goes.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have her back. In the
We talked about Lillian Garcia being stepping down as SmackDown.
Stepping into a new ring with WWE. Thrilled to join Friday Night SmackDown. What is it? Mark Nash will see you tomorrow.
He is a former ESPN,
Yeah.
NFL, FIFA. He's a sports guy.
Okay.
His real name is Mark Chinook, which is what people know him from on
Gotcha.
ESPN and shit. He is now officially Mark Nash,
Nash. All
and
right.
the official SmackDown ring announcer for WWE.
He looks just like Mike Rome.
I think so too.
I was thinking.
Good on the eyes.
Yeah.
So.
That's kind of what
Except the white thing that now that what's his face does, he does that white strip like Beavis.
Kind of reminds me of Rob Lowe.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I like it.
Yeah.
I like that they decided they wanted a man and a woman.
And another legitimate.
So
sports
Alicia
background.
doesn't have to do double duty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somebody with a legitimate
Well,
sports
she's already
background.
doing
Yeah.
double duty. 'Cause
That
she
people
does-
know.
Yeah.
She does Evolve.
Yeah. Evolve and what?
Yeah.
SmackDown, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, Mike Nash, or Mark Nash.
Mark
sorry.
Nash.
Welcome to the craziness that is professional wrestling. Welcome to family, brother,
It's a horrible place. Go.
dude, brother,
Brother, dude.
brother.
Dude, brother.
This was an excellent John.
Von Wagner,
Von Wagner showed up as a
security guard at AEW.
security guard in AEW. Well, that was until this morning.
Yeah.
Last night they did the Ring of Honor tapings,
Yeah.
and he showed up for his Ring of Honor debut under his real name. I don't remember what the fuck his real name is. I caught it just barely this morning as I was waking up. But evidently Von Wagner is now elite. Or, well,
All elite.
all honor.
All
honor card, whatever they fucking
So
say.
he does security for AEW, but works
He was
for
being
for-
used. Yeah, now he's made his debut. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that them placing him like that was to get people being like,
To
was that
speculate.
fucking Von Wagner
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Okay.
But yeah, he's back now in Ring of Honor.
I liked his work.
I loved him. I don't know why they let him go.
They let him go. I like
Robert
him.
Stone and him were fucking perfect.
Yeah.
You had the Dr. Frankenstein and his monster.
Yeah.
Is
It was
basically what you
awesome.
could have worked that off of. And him and Braun and the stair fucking
Mhm.
thing that fooled everybody for like 15
Yeah.
seconds. Everybody took a deep breath when they saw that shit. It was, oh my god!
He's a dead man.
And then they showed that other angle and ruined it.
They killed him. They
But
killed him dead.
Von Wagner, now Ring of Honor
Von
star
Wagner.
and AEW
Alumni.
security guard.
All right.
Hit us with the next one. Just glad to see he's doing something. All right. So this chick is an OnlyFans model.
Yes, she is.
This is her groping CM Punk
Mhm.
to the point. First, she
Which
tries
is-
to grab
this
him by
isn't
the.
first time.
No.
First, she tries to grab him by the back of the head.
Yep.
In this picture particularly, he ducks her. Hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
He goes to settle the phone. She reaches down and she grabs him on the ass.
Yeah.
To which he responds, "Lady, I'm gonna punch you in the face."
Yeah, stop touching me.
Well, earlier in the night, it was Cody Rhodes.
No, it was after.
Or afterwards, it was Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
She went to hug him. He ducked her and was like, nope.
Nope. I just
Threw her
walked,
phone back to her.
Yep. Walked away.
Well, the best one was Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
Who was walking by, and as she reached out for Dominic Mysterio, he goes, "Fuck you, bitch," and just kept on walking. Evidently, she's an OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
Who, here's the deal. If that was a guy who reached out and grabbed Alexa Bliss like that,
We would
Or
all.
get kicked
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
not only would he be kicked out, he would have charges brought up against him.
Bodily autonomy is important to everyone, no
He'd
matter
been
where
lucky
you
to
are.
make
Yes.
it
You don't
out
want someone
alive.
You have to look at that angle too. I see a lot of people out there
She
will.
sexually assaulted him.
That's
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
100%. This is my bubble.
Yeah.
Don't
Now-
touch me.
And here's the thing.
He was leaning in for a hug.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was being
And
standoffish.
there are some superstars who don't mind being touched and don't mind that close encounter. But once a wrestler
Tells
or
you no.
once anyone at all ever says, "Hey,
In
don't
life.
touch me like that," stop touching them like that. It's that simple. Especially when you're on a fucking.
Well, you don't go to grope someone's ass anyway.
No.
I don't give a fuck who you think.
Those
you
are married men.
Well, first off, AJ Lee would wear you like a fucking hat.
I'd let her.
Just saying, AJ Lee would have killed that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd have stabbed her in the throat. She's a Menendez. She's a what is it? Menendez.
Like
Menendez?
Brandy Rhodes,
Martinez,
Brandy
whatever
Rhodes
it
would
is.
have hit it with a fucking flapjack. Just pow.
Yeah, Rob. What was the line?
You're a black belt.
I'm a black bitch. Yeah.
My favorite.
One of the
That
greatest
and
lines
who
was it?
told you It was open mic night, bitch.
Still doesn't beat
Found your
kendo
stick,
bitch.
Found your kendo stick, bitch.
Love it.
Do what?
I saw a chick take her heel off and stab a guy one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Rip.
Damn.
All
So
right.
anyway, just because you have big, voluptuous titties doesn't mean you can get away with that shit. I'm sorry. That's just not how it works. I have big, voluptuous titties, and I'm not allowed to do it, so neither can you. Hit us with the next one, please.
Crush signed to a WWE Legends contract.
Yes, he's going to be added into the Demolition induction when that happens. His son reached out to O'Shea Jackson Jr., Ice Cube's son's podcast for wrestling, said that yes, he was sitting there after he heard the Demolition nod and everything, was like, oh, that's cool, you know. Original Demolition, didn't really think anything of it. And he said he answered the phone, and when he answered the phone, it was Triple H on the other line, and was like, hey, you and your mom, we want to offer you guys a Legends deal for video games, T-shirts, Hall of Fame, you know, induction, blah, blah, blah. We'll send him in with Demolition. I think that's fucking cool as shit. Because they didn't have to. Crush was not a integral part of Demolition.
No.
He was only there for about 8 to 12 months.
Yeah.
But, hey, here's the deal.
That's awesome.
He was one of the, first off, him and Chronic,
Yep.
one of the greatest tag teams
I
in
love
WCW.
Chronic.
They could have been so much if they just stayed fucking healthy and clean.
And had they come in with better attitudes, would have been helpful.
Yeah.
I love Chronic too.
I killed Kryptonite the Green Chronic. Next.
Congratulations to Crush and his family.
All right.
So this is a WrestleMania match. This is what we're looking at for Mania, is what the stats are saying. Thank you, Ringside, for us. We're looking at a 4-way.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I see Braun Breaker mowing over Finn Balor with the spear, and I see Dominic pinning Finn Balor for the
Dominic
Intercontinental title.
Mysterio walks away Intercontinental Champion.
Doesn't hurt Penta because Phoenix. We'll talk about Phoenix here in a minute, but that's where that's
What's
going.
Jey Uso doing for WrestleMania?
You mean Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy. Sorry.
I believe he's up. They're talking about him and LA Knight
For the
United
US
States
title?
Yeah.
Make that happen.
I hope so.
We have what, like 2 weeks?
It's fast
I
approaching.
really think El Grande Americano is going to go up.
He very well could be. He won't
Again, quit trying to spoil the stuff. I have a whole segment on him. We will talk about him.
It's relevant to what you're talking about.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad
He's
John.
a legend.
So, this is what's going to take place tomorrow on Raw.
That is Homelander's face on Cody Rhodes' body.
And it's John Cena.
Ernest's face on
No, it's just John Cena. Just John Cena.
That's
You see a difference there? I don't.
That's something.
unsettling.
Not
is
on
what that is.
Cody's. Not really on Cena either.
I do hate those kids. Burn, I hate.
Burn.
Burn, I hate
I'm
Cody Rhodes'
just saying.
stinking
Have
guts.
you ever seen Homelander and Cody Rhodes in the same place at the same
That's
time?
true. However, if John Cena doesn't show up and beat Cody Rhodes with a bottle of South Bulgarian Miak, then it doesn't count.
First off, you
Miak.
don't fuck around with the Miak.
South Bulgarian
That
Miak.
shit is serious, and you don't touch it with your fingers because it'll burn your skin.
Have we ever even bothered looking into what Miak actually? I feel like we did on the show once.
Yeah, it's some kind of a.
I feel like it's yak milk. I know just because of Miak.
Yeah, you just like saying the word yak.
I do like it.
You and your
Cactus
fucking
yak.
Cactus yak.
Come on, baby, cactus yak.
Should be ashamed of yourself.
So John Cena and Cody Rhodes have their first full-on face-to-face verbal confrontation tomorrow.
No.
So
3 weeks in a row we've had them talk about nothing.
well, they've talked. One has talked. The other one's responded. But I think they'll let the cap off tomorrow, and we'll see. We'll get a little something out.
We get the same shit.
I
over
do
and
think
over again.
that it's a little preemptive, and I don't know that it's necessarily good when Cody Rhodes calls John Cena a bitch. Because John Cena's not a bitch, and why would you want people to think you think John Cena's a bitch?
Right.
Just something to consider.
That's your guy.
No,
I'm just saying.
I know. Look, man, I can't win him.
That's your fucking guy, bro.
Right, I know.
You're the one that championed for him.
That's right. Here we are.
I've been here this whole time
Fucking
being
year
like
later.
John Cena's the greatest.
I don't believe that's been an off-time conversation, sir.
I like John Cena. I like John Cena a little bit better than I like Cody Rhodes. I don't like Jordan Grace any. So I mean,
shut up.
Especially her and her midget.
Stop it. You hit me.
Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get Ernest. Ernest goes to Mania tomorrow. But here's the thing that I actually wanted to point out about this. Now that we're here, this is the last date John Cena is obligated for till Mania. So for the next 2 weeks, Cody gets to sell WrestleMania by itself.
Good luck.
Unless The Rock's going to come back in and do something.
No.
It's all Mania. 2 weeks.
Tickets are not selling as well as they would
yeah, well, we're getting to that, too, here in a minute as well. Go ahead and hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Calix.
Here's the deal. She's kind of menacing when she's in her wrestling
work.
She like Lady Kane, if you ask me. She wrestles like Kane.
I was really into it. She's good.
Trained by Cody Rhodes in the Nightmare Factory. Here's the deal. Fucking bring it on.
Yeah.
Totally love it.
Bring on the thunder.
Let her wrestle. If she wants to wrestle, let her wrestle.
Well, she came in to wrestle.
Are you about to tell us what South Bulgarian Miak is?
Yes.
Yes!
Yogurt sauce that is commonly eaten in spring.
Miak sauce.
Bet you didn't think I could find
it this time of year.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Because it was the fall.
But it was powder when it come out of the...
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it was just
preserved.
the powder form, yeah.
It got preserved.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Max. Now we know what South Bulgarian Miak is.
I think we're going to have to look into getting some.
I don't think so.
I think I might have to look into getting some.
I don't want to. All right, Big Bad John. Lead us down this road of ours.
All right, so Kevin Nash really hates Mercedes Moné.
He doesn't hate her. He just said that he's been watching her and
She's got places.
he thinks she's
hang
phoning
on.
it in.
Just to make sure, clarify, I'm not lying about anything. This says this is a mostly logical explanation of the mysterious substance.
Gotcha. So that's what we think South Bulgarian Miak is.
Yes, apparently we don't actually know for sure.
There is no confirmation. I get you.
In earnest, and
That's it. We've held on to this
Ernest
for
and
years.
Boo and Hocus Pocus.
Yes, it was mentioned in Hocus Pocus.
Miak's mentioned in Hocus Pocus?
That's what this
There's
says.
a potion. You put some in a potion.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'm going to have to rewatch it now.
Yeah.
Like I need an excuse to watch Hocus Pocus.
Never paid attention to that.
Anywho, right here, Kevin Nash saying that he feels
He
like
thinks she's phoned it in.
Mercedes Moné is phoning it in, and I gotta be honest, he couldn't be more fucking wrong. Like, she is. If you're not actively watching AEW, then you don't know, but she's fucking killing it. She's doing awesome. You're a lunatic, and I love you, Kev. Big Kev, sexy Kev, big sexy,
Big sexy Kev.
big sexy Kev,
Hot
OG,
mouth.
triple OG.
You're a hot mouth.
You Mr. Hot Mouth. But Tarzan, no. But I don't think at all she's phoning it in. I think she's playing to the level she's supposed to play at. Which, by the way, she's still the second tier champion of AEW.
Also true.
I like to remind people.
Hit us with the next one. And she has like 4 other belts.
Yeah.
Right?
She'll have 5 after she beats.
All
Aaron
right,
Boone,
let's talk
but-
about it. Go ahead.
WrestleMania Night
Your
1
rant turn.
main event has been determined as Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk enter into a triple threat match.
Do you think it's because night 2 they couldn't go on night 2 due to the fact that it's 420 and they wouldn't be
No.
sober?
No, I don't think that's it at all. Wow, 420, Easter, and WrestleMania all on the same day.
Yep.
We're gonna be high as a fucking kite.
Yep.
We're doing it
so.
at a bar.
Yeah.
Night 2 is not confirmed.
Okay.
Just
Well,
night
either way.
1.
So here we are. We have 2 Royal Rumble winners.
Yes.
2 of them. Okay. We have Charlotte Flair, who won the Women's Royal Rumble,
Yes, that's one.
and we have Jey Uso, who won the Men's Royal Rumble.
That's
What do they call Jey Uso?
main event.
Main event Jey Uso.
Main event.
Well, that ain't fucking happening either.
He come out after winning the Rumble on Raw, and the crowd chanted "main event yeet" at him for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. This match, by the way, would you like to know the stakes and what's on the line for this match?
Yeah, why don't you tell me?
Nothing.
So why is it main eventing?
Because CM Punk's dream was to main event WrestleMania.
Because he got hurt, this will be the second year he wasn't given
so
what he was
gets to
promised.
wrestle the main event
Why
against
can't he
Roman
do it
Reigns and
next
Seth
year?
Rollins
What
on
if he
night
gets
2.
hurt next week and can't wrestle?
Remember, He's going to main event night 1 of a by-4 extravaganza. Here we are, folks. I said it 2 fucking weeks ago.
You're right.
That he still hasn't been in the main event, and they gave him the main event of night 1 over a world champion and 2 women's world champions.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cody and fucking Cena's going to be main event, but that also shouldn't be the main event. But again, the WWE books it in a way where it doesn't fucking matter. Remember when Dave Bautista won the Royal Rumble?
Yep.
Dave Bautista was supposed to go on and wrestle The Undertaker in the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh, the first time,
for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
They get there and they are 4th on the fucking show underneath John Cena and Shawn Michaels. And I'm not arguing that John Cena arguably wasn't the bigger star. I will argue, however, that at the time, the Royal Rumble winner should be in the main event
Always.
of WrestleMania fucking always.
Would you like to know when they first made that a thing?
Or sorry, that's when Undertaker won the Royal Rumble, not Batista.
Would you like to know how long that had been a thing?
Oh, how long? Forever.
1993.
Yeah.
Because 92 was for the belt.
Yeah.
And every year before that, the champion was in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. But think
1993. That's how long that rule's been in play.
All the main event matches that weren't the main event for the world title with the Royal Rumble winner. Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Randy Orton. Rey Mysterio won that year. The main event was John Cena and Triple H.
Yes.
The year that
John Cena and Shawn Michaels. Triple H was hurt.
No. He wrestled Triple H first. Wrestled Michaels the year after. He wrestled JBL at 20. He won the belt at 21. Wrestled Michaels at 20. Wrestled Triple H at 22. And
that's
Michaels
right. He was supposed to wrestle Triple H again, and he got hurt.
Right.
That's right.
So
according to Wikipedia, since 1993, the winner of the Royal Rumble match gets a World Championship match at WrestleMania.
See, they've changed it. But
they've changed their own history.
They've always guaranteed to be the main event, right?
Always.
So, but even then, and I get it. Look, Seth Rollins and fucking CM Punk and Roman Reigns are arguably the biggest stars in the fucking game.
Yes.
That can't be argued. If there were a title or the number 1 contendership, if that was what was on the line, something to make this match other than, well, I don't like you and you don't like me and we don't like this guy, which again is a great way to build a storyline. But the main event should be one of the fucking Royal Rumble winners. If not one, because last year the main event of night 1 wasn't another Royal Rumble winner, was it?
No, it was the tag team title match.
Yeah, Kevin Owens and fucking Sami Zayn against Jimmy and Jay.
Yeah.
If for no other
but the
reason,
Royal Rumble winner was Cody.
Yeah.
So the champion
Why would you
did
not have your championship belt as your main event.
But no, because there was a Royal Rumble winner women's that should have main evented night 1.
And
that's
she
the whole
opened.
Point.
She opened last year.
Night 1 should go to the women like it did when Sasha and Bianca.
Yep.
Night 1 should be the women's time. And it should be the Royal Rumble. And that's the easiest way to fucking determine it, by the way, since we have so many goddamn champions. Royal Rumble winner should main event.
Yes, 100%.
Fucking period. Build it back from that. But instead, we get Philip Pepsi Brooks gets to live his dream and main event WrestleMania, not for a fucking championship, mind you.
Well, you know what else I love? The fact that Roman Reigns doesn't stand up for his for Jey Uso somewhere in the backstage and be like, hey, man, this is him getting a shot at the world title. He won the Royal Rumble, but hey, brother, I'm sorry, maybe next year you can main event WrestleMania. I'm going to main event again this year.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
It's absolute fucking garbage, man.
And fuck Seth Rollins, too. I don't know what he has to put into this, but fuck him, too.
It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's greedy.
We've got so many champions on these goddamn shows, and none of them are actually... Like, Gunther doesn't even feel like his world title reign has been treated with as much respect as it should.
It hasn't.
No.
And Cody feels like they've given a half-assed effort at booking his world title run.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to defend the title.
And it boggles my fucking mind how, in a world where Gunther worked his ass off to re-solidify the Intercontinental title, had an over 700-day fucking reign, a guy who is not world champion, not wrestling for the world title, and nowhere near a guy who is not world champion, not wrestling for the world title, and nowhere near the world title.
That's fact.
What sense does that make?
None.
If we bitch consistently about the way AEW books its shows, we should hold them accountable in the same fucking regard.
100%
and the way they
agree.
have booked this WrestleMania and the way they have built some of the things in this WrestleMania, which could have been slated to be the biggest WrestleMania ever, even bigger than last year's,
I
has
agree.
made no fucking sense.
Yep, 100%.
None. Where does Randy Orton and fucking Kevin Owens fit? Are they going to night 1 or night 2? The reason I ask that is because we don't know where the fucking World Championship matches are happening. Are Gunther and Jay going to open fucking WrestleMania night 1?
Yeah, probably.
And have one of the women's matches be match number 3 of that show?
They've got too many matches that don't mean anything.
Here's the thing. I think the only way to save this is to consider night 1. They need to do is consider it a double main event.
Yeah.
Or when Cody wrestles Cena, Jay and Gunther should be the one that goes on before them.
Yeah.
It should be champion,
Yeah.
champion.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That would be a way to save it.
And then Rhea Ripley fucking...
Women do their titles on night 1. Men do theirs on night 2.
And then Rhea Ripley just gets to, again, sign a fucking contract and make her do a triple threat match for the world. It just... Come on, y'all. But it's WrestleMania. I can understand having a fucked up booking, a Clash in Paris or something.
Yeah.
But it's WrestleMania.
I agree.
Together.
I agree.
Doesn't make a lick of fucking sense what you're doing.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Who are you? We have Ember Moon, longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's Champion ever. Mercedes Moné, AEW TBS Champion. And if you watched, I didn't find the graphic I wanted to use. They also had a face-off this week. And it looks like, they haven't established it for this card yet, but it looks like it's going to be Mercedes Moné and Ember Moon, title for title.
That's sexy.
At Dynasty.
That's
if
sexy.
that happens, I believe that Ember Moon, even though she should win,
she'll dethrone.
will lose.
Oh, you think?
I think she should win, but I think that they'll put that other belt on Mercedes and use her both on Ring of Honor and AEW.
Well, the only reason I ask is Mercedes Moné, since winning the title, has been on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's time for her to take a little break? And if so,
I would have Ember
best
Moon
way
win.
to do it would have Ember Moon win.
And
You could unify the TBS title and the Ring of Honor title, and have the Ring of Honor title be your second-tier fucking women's championship.
Yeah.
Like it should be anyway.
Yeah.
Just like AEW's second-tier title should be the Ring of Honor World Championship.
And the reason I wanted to show this is because they had a great face-off, and it got me thinking about the matches they had in NXT and on Raw.
Yeah.
They had some really
Yeah.
good matches.
Oh,
Ember
yeah.
Moon does not get the credit she deserves.
She was trained by Booker T.
So it would be nice for her and Mercedes to do a little something, and then maybe get some Ember Moon
Think
and
about that.
Tony Storm down the road.
Think about that, though.
Yeah.
She was trained by Booker T.
Booker T.
Who else was trained by Booker T?
Roxanne
Perez.
Roxanne Perez, that's right.
And look at what she's done in the wrestling business in the last 2 years.
It's almost like Booker knows what he's doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as I don't have to watch him go, as they're doing that Stephanie McCure headlock, face grind into the ground. It's gross. Hit us with the next one, please.
TNA is fired, among other executives, Gail Kim.
Well,
she made a statement here about appreciating her time in TNA and blah, blah, blah. But they fired Gail Kim, one of the lead producers and agents for TNA. One of the only, like the woman who pioneered the TNA Knockouts division.
Yes.
At a time where they're working closely with the WWE and using primarily their female talent.
So what is the writing?
I can't read the whole thing. It's just
just her thanking. It looks like it's just her thanking
TNA
friends
and addressing her release.
Did she go out in a good way?
Oh yeah, no, she went out positive. She went out.
Well, then she'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame next.
I wonder if that's not a TNA firing executives and posturing for a sale maneuver.
I think they've already sold.
Not yet. They haven't.
If they haven't,
They as an asset.
They might not have some ink on paper, but like you said, it's coming, folks.
Yes, it is.
They are not working with TNA just to work with TNA.
Yeah, they're just not giving them
And
a leg
you know
up.
what?
Folks.
Normally I'd be upset about it, but this shows me that Triple H wants TNA to be its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want it to be a WWE thing.
Right, he wants TNA to keep the spirit.
He's not. They're not over flooding their talent on
No.
there. They're not. I mean, they are there.
Yeah.
But they're mixing championship matches and shit where people want to see these things. Perfect. Buy it. Buy it because then you'll own the library. And then you'll be able to do video games with classic TNA characters and shit on an actual platform. We could get fucking TNA pay-per-view, quality shit. Samoa Joe might come back. You never know. Yeah. Him and Hook is funny as fuck, though.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if you choke out such and such. So
yeah.
Samoa Joe should go back to WWE and come into Bloodline.
No, because
he's American Samoa. It's a whole thing.
He's he's just Joe to Roman Reigns.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Wind coming in, weather coming in, folks.
I think they're posturing for a major sale.
It's a very good possibility. We're definitely going to figure it out.
All right, Big Bad John, roll it on down the hill. Aleister Black, you can't tell me that ain't Aleister Black. You can't look at me. You can't look me in my face and eyes and tell me that ain't Aleister Black.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't know him. That's not Aleister.
It's Aleister Black.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When it comes to this,
he's Harry's uncle.
Is it, or is this the first?
Well done.
Is it, or is this the first tease for Uncle Howdy? Because those look like dreadlocks on top of that body.
No, that's Aleister Black. You can't tell me that ain't Aleister Black gonna come up on the scene.
Do you think they're gonna put him in with the Wyatts?
No.
I mean, him and fucking Bray were good buddies.
They'll run him independently, and he'll end up taking over the Judgment Day or something.
And then have the Demon versus
the whatever the hell Malachi Cross is.
I'm telling you,
or not Malachi Cross.
No.
Malachi Black. Malachi
Cross
was a
Cross
wrestler from
owes you
CPW.
$25.
No.
Yes, he does. For you saying his name in public, he owes you $25.
Sorry about Melody, buddy.
Yeah.
Hit us with the next one. Big Bad John.
Merry Melodies.
Ray Phoenix.
Well, they took the mystery out of this one.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, you think that's Ray Phoenix? We fucking right, buddy.
That's goddamn right.
And we're getting him
on SmackDown.
Friday.
On SmackDown, though. Away from Penta.
Well, we have a draft coming up.
Yeah.
Well, does the fucking brands even matter?
No,
CM Punk's on Raw. Roman Reigns is on SmackDown.
The branding is...
They're the main event of WrestleMania.
The branding is as dumb as having, 5 different world titles. Unify the fucking things. Make one show, unify the fucking things, and fix this problem. I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Unify! Junk it! Just junk it! Anyway, Ray Phoenix makes his SmackDown debut.
Gonna be interesting to see what they do with Mr. Ray Phoenix.
What?
We will find out what their plans are, I'm guessing, here before long.
He's gonna defeat El Americano Chapo, or whatever the hell his name is.
First off...
Grande Burrito number 9.
First off, second off, that's not right. It's not even grammatically correct. Hit us with the next one, please.
Love Potion number 9.
All right, now we're going to talk about this match.
It's El Grande Americano.
El Grande Americano. Now, what people don't understand is if you see to the left at the top, this is El Grande Americano.
Yes.
1972. In Mexico. He has won countless championships over his life. There is no possible way that this could be Chad Gable. It's not possible. Look at all these old black and white photos. Look at them. You've got him in the crowd. The dude holding the sign there is totally not Chad Gable in a fucking mustache. It's not. It's just not. Here's the deal. What people don't understand is this man is amazing. When I was in Vietnam back in the day, he was just starting out. He not only taught the wild Samoans the flying headbutts, he not only taught The Rock.
I'm just gonna take this.
He's not only taught The Rock the people's elbow, but the eyebrow as well. He invented Cieto Medro, which Penta now uses is his entrance. He coined the phrase "SmackDown Hotel." This man has been around since childhood. For you to say that this is Chad Gable is disgusting to me. It's disgusting. It's yucky. And y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Now, you might be asking yourself, do you have any proof of championships or anything like that? Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. Go wide. Look at all these championships that this man has won. He's won the WWE Championship. He's won all the championships in Mexico. He's won every Intercontinental Championship there is. He's been two-time Super J Cup champion. They for some reason it's not in the books. He's been Speed champion 3 times. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know he'd been there for a while. Bet you didn't know it. Here's the deal. El Grande Americano is Lucha. He's Lucha. Ray Phoenix, watch your ass. Penta, watch your ass. Rey Mysterio, he's coming for you. He's coming for you. He's coming for you.
If you haven't seen the videos and read the explanations, so there is actually exactly what Luke's talking about. A big giant explanation. I believe that's on.
I posted it. The whole thing is on
our group page.
Mind you, it's 24 paragraphs long, so it's a long read, but it's worth it. And then you will know the greatness that is El Grande
Americano. Well, they say,
I have spoken. Hit us with the next one,
I
please.
have to agree.
Zilla Fought 2 welcomes a son into the world. This is why he has not been wrestling. Named the son Iki after his father Umaga. Which, look at the cool ass fucking Umaga tat on his pec. Motherfucker's gonna be somebody. He really is.
He is. The whole damn family's got a job.
Hey, and look, you know what that is? That's not only a baby, that's job security.
That's right.
The family will live on. Go ahead and hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. All right, so we're talking about WrestleMania and low ticket sales.
Yeah.
Look at these meet and greet prices.
I know, man. Crazy.
For $299, you can meet Bianca Belair.
$500 for Mysterio. $500 for Mysterio and Flair. $500 for Braun Breaker and Liv Morgan. $600 to meet the Usos. And $500 for Damian Priest and Tiffany Stratton.
Why is it that the two the current world champion and the one of the greatest luchadors underneath El Grande Americano, who could go for $800, but we won't talk about that. They're both former world champions, and their price is $500 together. And the Usos, you gotta have not a world title between the two of them.
I don't understand. And if you look at the website, the other part, like,
and why is Bianca fucking cheaper than Tiffany Stratton and Damian Priest?
Well, and the other one, Bailey's is like $70, which is totally reasonable to me.
Why are any of them that fucking much?
Bailey's is $70.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, all day, every day.
Dominic's was lower. LA Knight's was lower.
Set their own prices.
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Why your $500 to meet you? Fuck you.
Now, if you're Cena or somebody like that whose time is valuable,
well,
I get it.
That, I wouldn't pay $200 a piece to see Rey Mysterio and Charlotte Flair, so $500 maybe not that high off the mark.
No,
Braun Breaker and Liv Morgan.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like,
the Usos.
The Usos as I don't know, man.
No, thank you.
That's a steep,
are we still? Are we still on?
Steep commitment.
We are, because I'm getting
for the wrestlers.
Okay, I had to refresh mine. Sorry, y'all. Mine was doing the big circle of death. That's my bad. But anyway, yeah. Also, $300 for Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
just
doesn't make no sense.
She's not even the champion.
I don't.
She's not even the champion. Hit us with the next one. All right, this is UK, KB, rather.
We have the updated lineup for Bloodsport. Karrion Kross, Carmen Petrovich, Pete Dunne, and Natty Neidhart, all repping the WWE, will be in attendance and will be part of Bloodsport. What is this, Bloodsport 9?
Yes,
like
8.
8.
8?
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Okay.
Josh Barnett.
Barnett, yes. Carmen Petrovich is the latest addition. Cough drop, please. Is the latest addition to the lineup. Those of you who watch NXT know her as the lady who carries the sword. Ashante the Adonis is, well, I guess, I don't know if they're going to break them up or not, to be honest.
Whatever they're doing with it.
Now that they got them together, now they're having a problem with each
It
other.
was originally, funnily, Matt Riddle's Bloodsport. And then Josh Barnett took it.
When he went to the E.
Yeah, so 1, 2, that's okay, 2, 3, 4,
I'm gonna say
6. Well, I think they do 2 a year. 7, 8.
so. I think we're at 9.
Yeah, well, nope. 9 is happened in 2023. 2024 was 10. So this would be
12.
Bloodsport Bushido doesn't technically count. I don't think. There's 11. We've already got 12. 13. So this is Josh Barnett's Bloodsport 13.
13.
Wow.
That's a lot. It's going to be interesting to see Karrion Kross back for sure. I'm excited to see Natty always. No matter where Natty goes. Here's the thing. She's going to be super busy. Natalia?
Yeah.
Because she's going to be at the Collective for the NWA, whatever it is, where she's a guest of the Crockett Cup.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be at the Collective for this.
Yep.
I mean, WrestleMania weekend, she's going to be live
doing
shows.
Media, doing something.
And shit. It's at Hall of Fame. She's going to be super fucking busy, man.
I think that the WWE opening its doors to their talent doing other shows
is smart.
Helps talent like Natty, who has difficulty staying in main event relevancy. Because everyone loves Natty, everybody loves her work, but she's not always able to be featured because of just the influx of talent. Yeah. So allowing her to go out and work and get notoriety away from that and just not being used, I think that's great. Well, same thing for Karrion, same thing for Pete Dunne.
Exactly. It helps Karrion a lot. Yeah. Especially since they got rid of his entire group. Yeah, and now we're getting an opportunity to see, a couple of different varieties of matches that we wouldn't have normally gotten the opportunity to get, number one, in the WWE, but number two, you can promote stuff and counter-promote stuff. Well, and you can wrestle the indie guys you want to work. Yeah. You know what I mean? Or the indie guys that WWE's looking at. So you've always got active agency. Well, especially on the GCW cards with the ID tournament taking place on there now, too. It is funny to me, though, that the Collective was started as the anti-WrestleMania event. And now it's the anti-WWE event. And as the WWE expands their operation, they're like, "Now we're going to get into the anti-WWE thing." Sorry, I like it. I said you Karrion Kross, and you're going to promote my shit, bitch. Hey, more eyes on the product, the better we get. More money for all of us. I wish this would have happened when I was working, man. That'd be something. Heads with an action, please. All right, speaking of the Crockett Cup, our man Rhino. Look how fucking beefy he looks. Let's take a bite out of him. For the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, May 17th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What do you think's the odds? What do you think's the odds? Seriously, give me odds. I think Latimer retains probably. I would love to see Rhino. 7 out of 10. That would be really fucking cool. I'd love to see Rhino. He's been a NWA champion before, hasn't he? Yes, he has, yeah. I thought so. He was actually NWA World Champion for TNA. Then he was the NWA World Champion for the NWA. He was the NWA North American Heavyweight Champion. He's a Southern Heavyweight Champion. Southern Heavyweight Champion, that's what I meant. Yeah, he's got a pretty solid history with the NWA. I'd love to see him be champion. I just don't know that they're going to pull the belt off of Latimer yet. Latimer's impressive. The more I've watched, the more I've gotten to like it. His in-ring work stands up. Yeah, the more I've watched him, the farther along I've come. Well, but look at all the fucking talent that they've thrown in the ring with him. He can't do nothing but get better. That's true. You know what I mean? You're only as good as your opponent. Well, they're throwing up some pretty fucking good opponents. I agree. But congratulations to Rhino again, friend of the show. So, hit us with the next one. Ravishing Rick Moranis with Susan Sarandon on his tights. That's not Susan Sarandon. Or not Susan Sarandon. That's the gatekeeper and the keymaster. Yeah, what's her name? Sigourney Weaver, thank you. Looks like a beefed up Weird Al. First off, that's Rick Moranis. Have some respect. I know. It looks like a beefed up Weird Al. Honey, he blew up the kids. What? Woof. All right. That's an unsettling image from which I have yet to recover. Drive for 5, folks. Drive for 5. We want 500 subscribers, please. We want your money. Give us your money. People, we need your money. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. If we was your kid, we punish ourselves. Stop giving 100% of yourself to folks who only have a 33 and a third chance of beating you in sacrifice. You like that? Con says I ain't opening my eyes for shit. Remember when Rocky Khan tried to sue The Rock? Huh? When Rocky Khan tried to sue The Rock for kidnapping? Yeah, you see how far that went, right? Wild. About as long as her career in the business.
See, Samoa Joe, the numbers don't lie. The sacrifice.
33 to 3rd.
33 to 3rd chance of winning.
I don't like your odds.
Oh, boy.
This is the next one, please.
Scott Steiner, what an iconic guy.
All right, we're going to get into some picks here.
So this is the AI Geedly generator.
We're just going to stay wide here, Johnny, through these. These are anime versions of some of wrestling's greatest moments.
This is Hulk Hogan joining the NWO.
Yes, of course, all the trash in the ring. Yeah. That was a big fucking turn.
One of the biggest in history.
I know this seems like this is going to be a gimmicky, comic-y thing, but it's not.
Fine.
This is just a little history trip.
Yeah.
With some fun anime.
Yeah, let's do it.
But Hulk Hogan starting the NWO, he was the third man. Heenan ruined it.
Wasn't Mabel.
I love that Heenan ruined it. Heenan was like, "Bitch,
Whose
I'm
side is
getting
he
it."
on?
But he's coming down. Yeah, but for who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know. Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John. Here we have the iconic lasting image of WrestleMania 20, with Chris Benoit, passed away now, with Eddie Guerrero also having passed away, both having won and retained respectively their World Heavyweight Championships and WWE title that night.
People can take away whatever they want, but they can't take away this.
Yeah.
They can't take away this moment in my personal life.
Yeah.
For somebody who was a fan of, and still is a fan of both. Wrestling-wise, they just two of the hardest fucking hitters out there. Two of the best in the world at that time. Unfortunately, tragedy struck both. Not just one. One gets talked more about than the other.
Yeah. Yes.
I like to think that this show is a wrestling show and that we don't
condone the actions of
not at all, but at the same time, I'm also not going to act like his accomplishments didn't exist. Chris Benoit was a fantastic professional wrestler, regardless of what kind of human being he was. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but again, with the CTE and everything, and fortunately in this business, sometimes shit happens. Yeah. Sometimes horrible shit happens.
Life in general.
Yeah, life in general.
Yeah, not just that, but unfortunately in professional wrestling, it is amplified by 100.
Yes.
On the road.
I'm not gonna get on a fucking soapbox here, but at the same time, let's not forget that this moment meant something.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
To a lot of people.
That's a good way to put that.
Rest in peace. Hit us with the next.
Rip Rogers. CM Punk pipe bomb.
100% one of the greatest promos.
I'd like to think this company is going to get better whenever he dies, but it's just going to get taken over by his idiot daughter and doofus son-in-law.
And a whole bunch of, what was it, kiss-ass yes men?
Yeah.
Like John Laurinaitis?
Glad-handing kiss-ass yes men.
And you know what's funny about that? Not one of the motherfuckers is still there except Triple H.
Yeah, and now CM Punk, ironically back.
Did you see that the first episode of Stephanie McMahon's thing?
No, where she's had no.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And they talked face to face, CM Punk.
Yeah.
And you know what? I bet that interview is fantastic. I have not watched it yet either. But I mean, what did this promo do for the business, Kevin?
Well, I mean, it set off the summer of Punk in the WWE. It established the first time a radical from the inside was actually successful at taking the WWE Championship and running away with it. It was also like the fruit of Punk's labor, and with the benefit too of having John Cena as a buffer. That like Punk at this time was the only one of very few things that were not already WWE products.
Yeah, people knew outside
Edge,
of WWE.
Orton, Cena, Kane, Big Show, Taker, all the guys that were there during this era who were still there rather.
Kind of like the proverbial little fish, big pond.
Yeah, and then like you get your international acquirees that they had at the same time with like Del Rio and Sin Cara and those different talents they were bringing in. Punk was the only one indie made at the time at that level of operating work. You had Bryan there, but he wasn't as big a star as Punk was at this time. That's just a fact. It established. It was supposed to be the modern day Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon, except Punk was the outlaw and Triple H was the corporate guy. The problem is that not only with Punk's behavior too, but like the story is they both just got in their way because after the summer of Punk ended, when he drops the title, he goes into the weird feud with fucking Triple H of all people. You don't have to be feuding. He should have been feuding for the world title again. And that's ultimately what causes him to leave. But this is the moment where it started, where people really put stock in how much CM Punk was worth.
Go ahead and answer the next one.
For the WWE audience.
Yeah.
That's the greatest heist in history. Seth Rollins loses in a match to Randy Orton. Later on, cashes in on the main event of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar with his Money in the Bank contract, securing the victory pinfall over Roman Reigns with a stomp and running away WWE champion.
And it's with the next one.
The greatest heist. This was the Stone Cold crowning of his victory at the King of the Ring, where he coined his phrase. Yep. You say, you thump your Bible, you talk about your John 3:16s, well, Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Fun fact, that is Michael P.S. Hayes.
That is.
As Doc Hendricks. That's with the next one.
I'm Dutch Mantel, and you're not. This is the Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Rock Stare Down that would later establish their match at WrestleMania.
Tell the Storm's moving
where they challenge one another. Hogan shakes his hand. Good luck, Rock. You're going to need it. Goes to leave. Rock pulls him in. Not as much as you. Brother hooks him with the rock bottom. Boom. And then we're off to the races.
Money made. And it's with the next one.
This is the end of an era. Hell in a Cell match. Triple H versus The Undertaker. Special guest referee Shawn Michaels. Undertaker retaining a victory over Shawn Michaels twice. Triple H the year before. This culminating of 5 years worth of storytelling with the end of this the end of the Attitude Era, essentially.
The end of an era.
The Undertaker taking the pinfall victory over Triple H with a pile driver.
That would be one of Triple H's last go-rounds.
Correct.
Hit us with the next one.
Oh, okay. Shamrock.
Would you like me to do this one?
Yes. Hold on.
This is overshadowed by the main event that night.
It's the guitar. I can't place it. Go ahead.
That is WrestleMania 14. That is the DX band set. Ken Shamrock wins a pinfall count anywhere match with an ankle lock on the Rock for the IC title. Doesn't let go. Referee reverses the decision, gives the belt back to the Rock, to which Shamrock destroys a drum set, a guitar, a stage, and everything, because that was the year the DX band did the national anthem.
That's right.
And pissed everyone off. Hit us with the next one.
This was last year's WrestleMania with Cody versus Roman Reigns in the main event. The Rock coming out, defeating John Cena.
It's going to happen again.
Choke slamming the Rock.
It's going to happen again. No one takes the soul but the taker. Hit us with the next one.
This is the night Bryan Danielson won the world title and the WWE Championship. Was this WrestleMania?
Yes.
So he had to wrestle Triple H in the opening match to determine number one contendership because they wanted the All Evolution main event. He went on to wrestle and defeat Randy Orton and Batista in the main event. Was also the match that followed the end of the streak. With Brock Lesnar defeating The Undertaker.
Also,
which wasn't supposed to happen. Stop fucking lying about it.
This side of the camera had a Hall of Famer, Connor the Crusher.
Yeah.
In the front row, the little gentleman who lost his life to pediatric cancer, who they based the Connor's Cure.
Cure for Connor.
After a big Daniel Bryan fan, he was able to attend this. That's what I remember most from this moment.
Yeah.
This was the next one, Big Bad John. This, of course, is the turn.
This is the Cena heel turn, joining The Rock.
Yeah. Enough said on that.
Yeah.
Go ahead with the next one. Of course, the first Glasgow back.
Yeah.
When he was crying.
Yeah.
He was crying at this point.
Yeah, because this was his last tour.
Well, he was crying because he was about to cut that promo on the crowd. I don't know why it's a blue shirt. At that time, it was a red shirt. But you can see that it's got the Glasgow right there on the front. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's going to be an interesting year. Here's the next one.
Stone Cold turning heel and joining Vince McMahon at WrestleMania
17. One of the best WrestleManias X7 ever.
And completely changed the trajectory of Stone Cold's reception to fans
for about 4 months.
Would ultimately lead to some questionable booking decisions.
Yep.
But a bit of entertaining TV too.
Oh yeah.
Because heel Stone Cold on that guitar was a lot of fun, and the vignettes with Angle, the vignettes with Taker, I mean, all that shit was.
Try Deborah's cookies.
Yeah.
How they taste? They're great.
Bullshit.
No bullshit. They taste. They're gross. Hit us with the next one, please.
That is, last year, Cody Rhodes finally defeating the Tribal Chief, winning the WWE Championship.
I'm glad that this anime left off the bullshit neck tattoo. Hit us with the next one, please.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously,
the night the streak was broken.
I gave him a little more hair in this one.
Was not supposed to happen. Stop lying on every media thing when it's, oh yeah, Vince came with the idea we're going to end it. No.
Was a concussion and a gunshot.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar dropped Taker on his head. Taker didn't kick out. Fuck you. It wasn't planned, and that's okay. I'm not mad. Just disappointed.
Shame on you.
Shame.
Hit us with the next one, please. All right.
This is time for everybody's favorite segment. It's time for birthdays.
Bullshit.
Max.
Take her away.
Okay, we're gonna do things a little bit different. I'm covering all of April.
All of April.
All
right.
Doing this like once a month.
Yeah.
So we're just going through them, and I've been more selective with said birthdays.
Yeah, because some people aren't allowed on our show. Fuck.
Trying to keep it current and relevant.
There you go. And we start off with legendary 1970s tag team wrestler Michael P.S.A.
Well, he's relevant because we just mentioned Doc Hendricks.
I know. It's just funny. Michael P.S.A. is a member of the Freebirds.
Is actually just named in the Janelle Grant case.
Yeah, was just named as one of the bad guys.
So he's gone now.
Yeah. Let me see here.
However, we knew he was a piece of shit.
Cornette's 60, what, 2?
Something like that.
63, so I'm going to say, P.S. has got to be 67 years old.
68.
Anybody else? Care to take a guess?
No.
Said 67 and 68?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're both wrong.
How old is it?
Actually, no. Yes, he'll be 66.
Oh, okay, so we were one off.
We
I was one off.
God, that's what fucking the 80s does to you.
I think that's today.
Is
When
today
is
the-
the 29th?
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
29th was
Yesterday.
So he turned 66 yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
So he
Well,
did make it to 66.
Happy birthday, P.S.
Looking for one more. Hit us with the next one, please.
IRS, father of Bray Wyatt, Bo Rotunda.
Yes, Mike Rotunda.
Mike
His
Rotunda.
birthday is today.
IRS,
Avoid VK Wall Street.
yeah, VK Wall Street. That was the one I was trying to think of.
The Vince McMahon knockoff thing. Here's the deal. IRS, one of the greatest gimmicks. I don't give a shit. Him and $1 Million Man,
Yeah, the evil accountant.
fantastic tag team. Them and Sherry, super cool.
Fucking gosh.
He's up there, but he's not as old as you think he is. I'm gonna say he's younger than PS, for sure.
Think so?
Well, maybe. You know what? 66.
67.
How about 67?
Oh!
I'm about to say they're about the same
Yeah.
age.
IRF.
Because I was thinking, like, yeah, they broke in
but
about that time.
I
Varsity Club.
I was thinking way older, so you got me there.
Yeah,
I just happened to price is right, you bastard.
Yes.
Bastard.
Yes.
Randall Keith Orton celebrates a birthday.
On April Fool's Day, March.
Randy Orton
1st.
will be 45 years of age.
Randy Orton will be 46 years of age.
Randy Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, will be 45 years old.
You know how I know that? Because I know Randy Orton's 10 years older than me. That's all. That's exactly how I get it.
I'm only 35. Hit us with the next
40.
one, please.
That is.
Damn it.
Cactus
That's-
Jack.
That is
Say right
Cactus Chelsea.
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Jack.
There you
Oh.
go.
Yeah, she is.
Applejack, baby. Put it in the milk.
On April
Dunk it.
4th.
Dunk it. Dunk it twice.
Dunk it.
Twice.
Chelsea, baby. How old are you? 34.
Where'd you go with? What was that?
34.
Okay. I think she's. God, I don't know. I'm going to say 30.
On April 4th, Chelsea Green, I can't say it.
Chelsea Green.
You do a great job.
Will be 34 years old.
Oh! Bitch! You let me down.
That's,
I'm out of practice.
That's three for Caleb.
Yeah. How many for Luke?
for Caleb.
How many for Luke?
For
How many Luke? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck you, bitch.
Well, we overshot the first one.
That's true.
Hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
Diamond Dallas Page.
Old as dirt. I win. Give me the point.
Former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, WCW United States Champion, WWE Intercontinental, or European Champion. Rather.
71 years old.
72 years old.
You were both wrong.
No.
Also on April 4th, Diamond Dallas Page will be 69.
Damn, we were so close.
I
Yet
was
so
thinking
far
he was
away.
in his 70s already.
Well, his face is.
Yeah. All right, hit us with the next one, Big Bad John.
One more on April 4th.
Who the hell?
That Lita.
Is that Amy Dumas and the rest of her neck? Jesus.
Damn, there's some wrinkles, ain't there?
Woof.
That's okay. That's okay. I still appreciate you.
You just need to sleep with a dryer sheet.
Just don't trust her around your friends when,
Yeah.
when you're on the
Sorry,
road.
Amy Dumas.
Don't trust with any of your friends on the road.
Lita, multiple-time women's champion for the WWE.
First ever women's main event for
first
Raw.
ever women's main event for Raw. It's just
First one to wear a phone out.
40.
50.
Lita will be 50 years old on
50
April
on the button.
9th.
There you go.
I know them eyes. Them that they call them bedroom eyes.
Actually, them that I'm gonna fuck your best friend eyes.
She has eyes for edge. Even when she was with Punk. Hit us with the next one, please.
Bianca Belair.
Winner of the Elimination Chamber?
Yeah.
Even though Rhea Ripley just signed the contract.
Former multiple-time women's champion. Former Royal Rumble winner.
Former NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it, she's done it.
Yeah.
Still wears that stupid braid.
35.
36 years old.
On April 9th, Bianca Belair will be 36.
36 years
Years
old.
old.
Catching up now, old man.
I watched something the other night with her in it that said her age. Hit us with the next one.
Charlotte Flair.
Old!
Hello, Charlotte.
Hello,
Hello, Charlotte. Charlotte Flair.
Seriously.
Again. So what is it? 14-time women's champion.
Woo! Yes. After Mania, 16
Yeah,
times.
yeah. Whatever. How many? All the world titles in the world.
Ric Flair's pissed that
Flair's
she's
daughter.
not going to break his record.
She's in her upper 30s. I know that.
She's up or something.
30s, 38, I guess.
39. Just because I think she's older.
Also on April 4th, Charlotte Flair will be 39
39.
years old.
Nicely done, sir.
That
Is it
ties
weird
it
that I
up.
know all the women's birthdays?
Hey,
No.
It's kind of fucked up, man.
That ties it at 3.
oh, we're tied now, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the ring.
Hit us with the next one.
In memoriam.
Yes, this is our memorials for
That, of
April.
course, is the inspiration for Maui. And, of course, the head of the bloodline,
Hi, Chief
Peter
Maivia.
Maivia. Sika and Oe as well. Also, Harley Race. One of the greatest managers in the history of managing.
Person.
The greatest stickman to ever touch a fucking microphone. And my personal favorite bad guy ever.
Greatest heel in history.
Mr. Rowdy Piper. Also, fantastic actor. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Every movie he was in, he made better.
Agreed.
Rest in peace to that's a hell of a fucking list right
Yeah,
there,
it
man.
is.
God, that's a lifetime right there.
Rest in peace, Harley. You drunken
Yes.
bastard.
You motherfucker.
Son of a bitch.
I
You
should have took Trevor with
miss
you.
you.
Hit us with the next one, fuck Trevor.
We have
Hey!
Gold Dust, a.k.a. Dustin Rhodes, a.k.a. What was he? Black Rain.
AKA,
The
the
natural.
fucking, Undertaker Fester.
Oh, yeah, 7.
File.
7.
7, AKA Puffy Eyes.
Yeah. We have former European champion.
Former
Intercontinental champion, former tag team champion in both WWE and AEW.
United States champion,
US
WCW.
champion, yeah, WCW. I believe he
AEW
and Dusty
tag
were
champion?
WCW tag team champions as well.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, and then AEW tag
Him
team
and Barry
champion.
Windham numerous times.
Or Ring of Honor tag team champion.
Yeah, as well. Trios champ as well.
Yeah, so.
Hey man,
Dust.
Dustin's the man as far as I'm concerned. He's put up with a lot of shit.
I want to say
My favorite road.
53.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna go 54 just because I think he's older.
That's good. So April 11th, Goldust will be 56.
56. Wow.
God, he's almost 60 still out
Man.
there fucking throwing it
Man.
down, man.
What a guy.
Still training the youth.
Yeah.
Man, I mean,
Got a lot to give.
experience.
Yeah.
And Cody is following in the footsteps of Dustin.
Yep.
With rubbing shoulders with everybody.
Yep.
Hit us with the next one. Hey!
We have
Excuse me!
the wife of Eddie Guerrero. The late
Excuse
Eddie
me!
Guerrero. Vicky Guerrero. Former Divas champion.
And
That did
one
happen.
time, the Professionals Royal Rumble pick.
Yep.
Do you remember
I
right?
do remember. And she was also the
She's giving me a death
the
glare.
general manager of SmackDown and the general manager of Raw.
Also
Big
one of
time.
Edge's follies.
Yeah.
One
so,
of storyline with Dolph.
50.
Yep.
Change is
52.
On the 16th, Vicky Guerrero will be 57.
57.
years old.
She's older
Take
than,
it.
She's
Take it.
older than Dustin?
That,
Wow.
Yeah.
point for you, Caleb, right?
No, that's a point.
That's me.
Oh, I'm sorry, I heard that wrong. That gives Luke 5.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
All women, by the way.
Yeah, you're
Hit us
killing
with
me
the
on
next
that.
one.
That's Chuck Taylor on a Chuck Taylor.
That's a double Chucky.
Yeah, that's a double Chuck.
I wonder if he's going to win that award again at the after Mania for the awards.
He didn't wrestle a whole lot this year, so I don't think he can.
Well, hey, who else better than
Oh, I've
Chuck Taylor?
I've got it.
All right.
All right, Chucky T. Blow me.
How old?
It is the next. Oh no! It's yeah. No. Okay.
No, this is legitimate. This is
Oh, okay.
birthday.
I thought it was just. I just thought it was okay. Oh
It's his
shit.
birthday coming up
30.
on the 22nd.
37.
I love that you thought it was just a troll on you.
Yeah, I did.
What'd you say?
37.
36.
On the 22nd, Chuck Taylor will be 30. What'd you say, Caleb?
7.
39.
All right, I'll take it.
You got Chuck Taylor's point. You can
Chuck-
have it.
Yep, I deserve it.
you take
I
that.
deserve it.
Take that and put it in your pocket. It is with the next one,
I think
please.
there's just a few more.
Oh gosh, she's so hot. Even as crazy as she
Crazy
is,
Kathy
she's
Najimy.
hot.
We have Nikki Cross.
Gosh, she's hot.
Former, was she NXT Women's Champ?
She was former women's champ.
Yeah, but
As
was
a
she?
superhero.
But was she NXT Women's
No,
Champ?
no,
Okay.
no.
So just former WWE
Yep.
champion then,
And tag team champ.
and tag team champ. All right,
She had 24/7 champ.
A couple times.
Nikki
She
Cross,
the one that threw it away.
current member of the Wyatt Six.
Oh yeah, she was the last
She was the last
24/7 champ. Yes, you're correct.
I don't know.
She's not.
I'm gonna say still 20s, probably 27.
Oh God, no. 35.
Nikki Cross on the 21st will be 36.
Wow,
Another girl. See?
she's that old.
That one I'll take. I actually do stalk her.
That's
That's how it
crazy.
works. Can't get rid of me, Nikki. Sorry, I'm messing around. It's fun. We're all having. We're all telling jokes. Hit us with the next one, please.
John Cena.
Ernest. I thought we said that he passed away.
Ernest P. World.
Yeah, John
What
Cena.
can you say more about John Cena than we haven't said on the show?
Oh, you can definitely see him now.
Every world title, every Make-A-Wish, every movie. I mean, the guy's one of the
Except
greats.
that kid.
Except that kid.
Fuck, Mr. Fuck them kids.
48.
I'm gonna say he's a cool 50.
On April 23rd, John Cena will be 48 years old.
Wow,
Yeah.
good one. Good one. Solid.
I only remember that because I remember that he's 3 years older than Randy Orton. And Randy Orton's 10 years older than me.
6-5 with Luke's lead. I think there's only one left.
All right,
All
let's
right.
get it to it. Mayor Kane, the mayor of
My
Knoxville,
Life in
Tennessee.
Wrestling. I actually kind of want that book. I
Glenn
didn't know that was a
Jacobs
thing.
Made his debut in the 1990s as the Big Red Machine Kane.
The man,
After many
just
failed
saying.
attempted gimmicks. such as what was the dentist? What was his name?
Isaac Yankem,
Isaac
DDS.
Yankem.
He was also Diesel.
He was fake Diesel, and then he became Kane in what, 95?
He was not fake Diesel. He was Diesel.
He was fake Diesel.
He wasn't Kevin Nash. He was Diesel.
But so we have Kane here, former WWE World Champion, former Tag Team Champion, former European Champion, former Intercontinental Champion. Never won the Royal Rumble.
And has the most eliminations.
Has the most eliminations. Never won it.
Also, most appearances, I believe.
Mayor Kane.
Old. He's up there around Taker's age, at least.
55.
52.
Mayor Kane will be 58.
Oh!
Oh my God, he's gonna be 60?
Yeah, buddy.
Shit.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be
years
this
old. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
42
old
years old.
enough.
Yeah, old enough to know better, too young to care.
Fine.
That's what I thought. That ties it at 66.
Oh, we're tied up.
And I don't believe is there.
Nope.
That's goodbye.
Okay, do you have something?
Random name.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, yeah, we can't
Yeah,
end
no,
it on
no,
like
we got
that.
a tiebreaker. Ah!
That sounded good.
Ugh.
That sounded like that felt good.
It did.
How about
Good.
Lance Storm on April 3rd?
Oh, Lance Storm.
54.
52.
I'm terrible at math.
What year was he born?
69.
69.
56. Luke wins. Luke takes the
Luke
point.
wins,
He said
okay.
54. I said 55.
I
month.
apologize. I didn't.
That's
have
all right.
to-
No, that's cool. We're still gonna
Yeah.
stay wide though, because we got more
I didn't
pictures.
even realize I had even amount.
This is
Yeah.
chapter 7, correct?
What?
Chapter 7 of Into the Hulkverse. Thank you,
Ah,
Max,
there
for
you
your for the birthdays of bullshit.
Here we have Leia Hulk Hogan, forces with her brother.
This is Into the Hulkverse, chapter 7, 7 Swans of Swimming.
7 Swans of Swimming.
This is Star Wars. That's
Are you having a stroke there,
it
bud?
shook me.
Okay.
It shook me for a minute.
It moved me, Brian.
Because that's exactly what Hogan would look like wearing that. That's
Ugh.
scary as fuck.
Obi-Wan, you're my only hope, dude.
All right, this is the next one. This is Flock of Brothers.
Yeah, I don't recognize this one as
That's
well.
a flock of seagulls. That's a dude from The Cure.
Gotcha.
Obviously not anymore.
Yeah.
It's definitely the problem. Totally not The Cure. Hit us with the next one, please.
Hulk Hogan is the Scarecrow from the
If I only
Wizard
had
of
a
Oz.
brain, brother.
If I only had a brain, dude.
I love the dude. The dude.
Come on, dude.
Is it the next one? This is Brothers in the Hood.
Brothers in the Hood. Oh boy.
That's Hulk Hogan. That's
Hulk
darker
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan, and that's darkest Hulk Hogan.
That one kind of looks like the back one. Kind of looks like Black Cena with Hogan's mustache.
The front one kind of looks like Bob Backlund.
A little bit.
And then of course Ice Cube. Hit us with the next one, please.
Oh no. Hulk Hogan in Espicoli.
Yep.
In not Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yes.
Yes, it is Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah. Did he bring enough for the whole class?
Big enough for the whole class, brother.
Hit us with the
I
next
love the Colt 45.
That is nice, isn't it?
Hulk
This is
Hogan
Hulky.
It's Chucky.
Hulky.
That's terrifying.
Could you imagine? I just want to play, dude.
I'm Hulk. I want to play, brother. Ooh, boo, dembala, dude.
What? Are you having a stroke?
Oh, whatever he says to fucking the dembala smells of shit.
Just stop it. Hit us with the next one.
Dembala. That's Hulk Hogan as Maleficent, dude. What you gonna do, brother, when I put a spell on your castle, dude?
I'm gonna steal your child, brother.
Hulk Hogan's child now.
It's all Hogan's now. Hit us with the
Already-
next one.
it's already got 3
DUIs.
DUIs.
Spell on you.
Will Smith is Hulk
Keep
Hogan.
my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth, brother.
Sorry, dude.
Sorry, dude.
Hulk Hogan and Men in Black.
Also, I put this one as the last one because anybody realize that it's been 3 fucking years
Yeah,
since he
since he
slapped
slapped
the
the
taste
shit,
out of
yeah.
fucking Chris Rock's mouth?
Would you call that the fleshy Prince of Bel-Air? The Flesh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well, first off, I think this is a look. Of all the looks we've
seen, this is definitely one of them.
This is definitely the one.
Yeah.
This will be the retirement of the Hulk Hogan unless there's just outstanding ones. Because
how do you beat Will Smith as Hulk Hogan?
How do you beat Will Smith as Hulk Hogan? And he's the Fresh Prince of Dude.
That's right.
He's on it could have been Hulk Hogan girls. Just so you know that. But anyway, that is it. That is our show for today.
All right, kids. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in.
Don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. Trying to get to the 500.
Yeah.
We're at 320 now. Thank you guys for sticking in with us. We do the pre-tapes that drop on Mondays.
Yep.
Secrets out, I guess, that we don't actually film.
Oh, no.
We film on Sundays.
Don't tell anyone.
Don't forget that those videos are every week. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment something helps the algorithm.
Yeah.
Just let us know what you liked, what you didn't like.
Yeah.
And then we will fine-tune as we go. We've been here now for
5 years.
almost a completion of 5 seasons. And we hope that you're still sticking in, still having fun with us.
This is almost completion of 4 seasons.
4 seasons, 5 years.
5 years.
Everything that we enjoy doing on Sundays.
It's because of you guys.
I think that our tape things we don't have the. I like the live stuff we do once a month.
Yeah.
But I really think the pre-tape allows us to flow. Yeah. And not have to worry about time restrictions and shit. But thank you for sticking in. Don't forget the merch store if you want to buy some swag.
Let us know what you want, and then we can.
We will
it's not
adapt
about
it.
us.
It's the
about
consumer.
Right. All right, y'all. Well, with that being said, have your pet spayed or neutered, and keep it in the ring.
As always,
have your pet spayed or neutered.
Yes. And also, it's Max's fault.
It's also Max.